What up, everyone? Satem Angale here, the Reverend of the Revolution. Welcome to your Daily Revolution. Today's topic: son, I'm so sorry. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. I'm shooting this podcast from Oklahoma, here in Tulsa, Sooner Nation area, I guess is what this is. And I wanted to just share a podcast that's near and dear to my heart this past weekend. You know, it was a busy week. We had an event with clients in town, football games, soccer games, practice. Right, life. I mean, it's the same for most people. We travel, we work, we grind, we cook, we clean, we exercise, we rest, we check social media, we read, we study, we do all kinds of things. And sometimes we get lost in the shuffle. It was a weekend and extremely tired. Just so tired on a Friday night. And I just had a long week, and there's just no excuse for this behavior. And, you know, we came home from meeting with my family, and like my oldest son, I just got to preface this. My oldest is amazing. When I say amazing, I mean, he is taking care of his younger brothers. He does all of our, the things that we ask him to do. Zion, can you grab this? Zion, can you do this? He comes downstairs every morning. He's ready most mornings early on time, breakfast, books. He's always reading. His head is in a book all the time. That's a good problem to have. And on this Friday night, just a couple days ago, I was really non-powerful. I had yelled at him to the tune of, with that tone that was just making him feel small. And as the words were coming out of my mouth, I recognized it instantly. Like, dude, this is not good. So you need to shut up, Satema. Take a couple deep breaths and just go to your room, go get cleaned up. Just like, don't do this. And I couldn't turn it off. I just kept going. And I went and showered up and cleaned up, and as I was brushing and flossing and just getting ready for bed and just cleaning up, man, my heart was like, you need to go talk to your son, and you need to go apologize. Like, that was uncalled for. That was irresponsible, Satema. Unacceptable, and will not be tolerated in the Ngali home. Like, I know what our home is about. It's about love. It's about doing what's required. It's about being committed. It's being kind, like really doing our job. So after I got ready, I made a beeline to my son's bedroom. And, I was pretty short with my sons. The two younger ones were on the bed, the king bed. And my son was on the floor laying down, my oldest, in the corner just crying. And I said, son, come here. Come give daddy a hug. Come talk to me. And he started to weep. This was hard. Hard to know that I could hurt my son's feelings and the way that he views himself. My son is not dumb. He's not stupid. He's amazing. He's brilliant. He's powerful. He's so artistic. He can sing. He can dance. He can read. He's just incredible the way he is. And sometimes I let my own expectations and I just call them non-powerful expectations of him get in the way. And then I add fatigue and, all these other lame excuses that there's no reason to do that. And for 10 minutes, I literally just held him. I just hugged him and kissed him on the cheek and on the neck. And I apologized. I was like, son, I'm so sorry. And he just cried. And his younger brother came up and hugged him from behind and hugged me. And we just held him. We just hugged for about 10 minutes. And I just talked to him and I just apologized. And I told him, like, son, there's no excuse for what daddy was saying. That is wrong, and I'm sorry. After about 10 minutes of hugging and kissing, we knelt at the bedside. We said a prayer. And he said, thanks for coming in, Daddy. I love you. I was like, I love you too. The youngest one was passed out already. Long day of soccer practice in school. And it was just the two older ones. And we just talked for a minute. And I went back to my room and I said a prayer. I was like, man, Lord, I need help. Like, I cannot do this with my sons. I cannot ever make them feel like this. I said a prayer and I promised God that I was not going to do this again. Like, I was going to do my best to just quickly notice. Now, Next morning, woke up and went right to him and just gave him a hug. I said, I love you, son. He's like, oh, I know, Daddy, I love you too. And we had an amazing Saturday, and then I was out to Oklahoma. Now, why is this experience empowering? Why is this a gift? I see so many parents out there, we think because we are adults, we think because we are older, we think because we are bigger and that we got a deep voice, that we're mature, we can excuse ourselves and being unkind. Our kids are precious, especially at these ages. My sons are at 11, 8, 11, 9, and 6. I mean, right now is the critical time for me as a father to help build them, to mold them, to give them autonomy in some areas of life, to teach them responsibility, and to teach them what a powerful father does. That if I make a mistake like I did, I gotta go clean it up. So what's the lesson here? Go clean up your messes, especially with your children. One of the other lessons I love from this is your child's inner voice is your voice. Your voice, the things that you say so much to your children, that becomes their inner voice. And I'm so clear about this. The media and the world and the influences out there, they will do everything they can to influence your son, your daughter, your children. So take this lesson, and I think, where else can I be kinder and more patient, more powerful? Where else can I demonstrate this to my children? Not just my children. How can I go clean up messes when I make poor choices? You're on the diet, the workout, and all of a sudden you go and, put in 4,000 calories in one meal. I don't even know if that's possible. I'm sure it is with some people. But don't beat yourself up. Clean it up. Get back on the wagon. Get back to work. Spiritually, you make some choices that are out of alignment with your beliefs and your faith. Clean it up. Get back on the wagon. Get back on. Get back on the tracks. Get back on the rails. In your business, you make moves and they're not working, and you start to get discouraged and you start to beat yourself up. Why? Why would you do that? No need to. The world's going to beat you up and up. The world is going to beat you up enough. So get back on the track. If you are a parent and you're listening to this and that you have been unkind, you have been demeaning, you have been condescending, keep those comments to yourself when you say things like, man, you guys are driving me nuts, or I can't believe you guys would do this. Like, their kids are kids. They're just like us. Like, they're just younger. Whether you have a teenager, like, you've got to go be with your children and like get with them on their side, like in their shoes, what's going on in their world, and really be with them. We have a model called Power Relating. A model that teaches you how to really communicate and relate to other people. And it's the most powerful model. And I had to do that. I forgot that my sons have school. They have homework. They got pressures of life. They're figuring out who they are. They got their own, challenges and things. Like, as a father, my job is to teach them and to love them and to support them. Sure, reprove them and course correct them if necessary quickly, and then showing forth greater love, but not to just drill it in like they're worthless. And I don't want to make this sound like I'm doing that to my son. I love my boys. In fact, when I flew out yesterday to get here to Oklahoma, boys were crying and I was crying, and they're like, please don't leave. I'm like, we said a prayer. I was like, take care of each other, take care of your mom. You guys are in charge while I'm gone. Like, be good to each other. And we FaceTimed twice yesterday. We FaceTimed this morning. Don't give up your family for your business. Go clean up the messes if you made them. And you know what I'm talking about. And if this has been useful for you and you're listening to this, I invite you to get your tickets and come join us. Come to Dallas, Texas. I have people saying, well, September, when are you going to come to this city? Look, make a leap of faith and make a sacrifice to come to our ProRev Live event in Dallas, ProRevDallas.com or ProRevLive.com, PRORAV Dallas.com. Be game changing. You'll learn not only about business and about marketing, about sales, you'll learn about being a parent, about being a spouse, about being powerful, about going after the life that you want. Let's go. And if you're a dad or a mom, go tell your kids that you love them. And remember that your voice is their inner voice. So let it be powerful and build them up. I love you. I'm out. For more info on joining the revolution and living your greatest life of prosperity today, go to www.yourdailyrevolution.com and join us in waking up, turning your brain on, and prospering today.